Hello again, Suzette here with the Primitive Stitcher. Welcome to all my new subscribers. Thank you for joining me today, and thank you to all my returning subscribers. I'm glad you stopped by for another visit. Today is January 19th, 2019. Happy New Year, a little late. As you can see, I'm still celebrating Christmas. It's been a while since I've been here. I think my last video was the end of October. I had such great intentions of coming back sooner, but life, work, more work just kept putting a roadblock up. So I'm happy to be here today to spend a little bit of time with you. I'm going to try to make this a little bit shorter video than I normally do because it's the weekend and I have things I want to do in addition to this video. So, plus it'll take less time to upload. Okay, where do I want to start? I want to thank you all for the cards that I received for Christmas. Thank you. I appreciate each and every one of them. I'm not going to show them all, and I'm not going to mention all the names because I'm afraid that at this point I would forget someone, and I don't want to do that, but thank you. They were all lovely and very much appreciated. I do want to give one special thank you for a particular gift that I received, and that's to Cindy. Cindy, this gift came at the perfect time. I do recall it was a rather difficult day at work, and I got home and this was waiting for me, and it just brightened my entire day. It arrived in this adorable polka dot envelope that was so nice to see in my mailbox, and she sent this cute card with a sweet message inside. And in that package was this adorable little project bag. And this is the back of it. And I'm going to find a cute little project to put in here. Or I might just keep my scissors and, you know, that kind of thing in there for all my projects. Also, I was lucky enough to get one of her beautiful folded ornaments with bees on it. And the back is the same fabric. I love it. And so now that I've shown it, I can find a special place to put it so that I can see it every day. And that's not all. She also included a design from Plum Street Samplers. It's out of the Cereal Bowl collection. It's the first one, and I don't have this one. So I'm anxious to stitch that up. So thank you again, Cindy. It's very sweet of you. I also want to share just a couple of stitching / crafting, sewing gifts that I received for my birthday and Christmas from my children. And they normally don't buy me things like that, so this was very special to me. My birthday is on the 23rd of December, and my son picked this book up for me. It's The Best of Buttermilk Basin. It is all wool applique. A lot of very cute projects in this book. So I'm anxious to play with some wool. For Christmas, while he was picking that up, he also found a couple more books. He knows how much I love quilting. And so he found this one. It's called Simple Whatnots. I'll give you a look there. And look at these small quilts. I love this one. I don't think there's one in here I don't like, but this is my favorite. And then those are some of the other projects that are in this book. I want to find more time somehow to incorporate a little bit more wool applique and quilting into my crafting time, but we'll see how that finding more time works. The second one that he picked up is by Bonnie Sullivan, All for Fall. And this is a combination of wool applique and quilting. So this is what, here, I'll show you the title first. And then a couple more of the projects. There are many projects in here. It doesn't really showcase all of them on the covers, but look at these pumpkins. Aren't those cute? So I'm looking forward to getting to play with some of those. And my daughter, my thing two out of three things, my middle child, sent this to me. She had been out thrifting and she knows my love of cross stitch, and she rescued this. It is a stamped cross stitch. It doesn't have any type of date on it that I could find. It's kind of beat up on the frame, but I love it that way. I'm going to leave it just like this. It actually looks like it has been professionally framed. So, I don't know. I love it. So thank you, thing 2 and thing 3, for those lovely gifts. All right. I guess we need to talk a little bit of stitching. I didn't have as much opportunity to stitch in the last part of the year as I did in the beginning of 2018. I did, however, manage to complete 36 cross stitches this year, and I'm not going to do a run through of all of those. I think that you have seen almost all of them throughout the year, but there are 2 or 3 here. Oh, well, I finished one last one in 2018, and I have 2 new finishes for 2019, so I will show you those. My last finish of 2018, and man, I barely squeaked by. I did finish this on December 31st before midnight. It was just slightly before midnight, but it was before midnight. And that is the Farmhouse Christmas series by Little House Needleworks. There it is in all of its glory. I love it. And I don't recall, it's stitched on 36. It's either tin roof or maybe just what is it called? The natural undyed linen. I stitch mine 1/2, except for the snow. I stitched that 2/2, using all the call for thread colors. I'm very happy with it. I vowed, though, that I was not going to join any more series because, for me, I have anxiety over that because I feel like I need to get them stitched as they come out. I don't know. It's just like if I feel pressure. I know not everyone feels that way, but for me, I feel pressure. However, with that being said, I will show you a series that I am going to start soon. I know. My first finish of 2019 was a project that I had started back in October of 2018, I think. When did I start this? No, 2017. It is Ginny Bean's Halloween sampler that looks like this. This is from Shakespeare's Peddler. And I finished this on the 12th of January using the call for threads, stitched on a 36 or 40 count hand dyed by me fabric, 1/2. I loved it. I left the border to the last. I will never do that again. It has a lot of mistakes in it, but I kept thinking, what would Ginny Bean do? And then I'm like, well, I don't know what Ginny Bean would do, but I know what Teresa would do. Wabi Sabi. That border is Wabi Sabi all the way. I love it. I cannot wait to frame it. I think this is probably one of my absolute favorite stitches of all time. So thank you, Teresa, Shakespeare's Peddler, for designing that. And on the Shakespeare's Peddler note, my second finish, which was last night, January 18th, Fraktur Byrd. I bought it in kit form, so I used the call for fibers. I did choose my own fabric because the kit only came with the fibers, and my fabric is 32 count willow green. It was just something that I had in my stash, and this is my finish. I am probably going to go ahead and finish it as she did in the little pillow with the jute and the spool that came with the kit. This was a very quick stitch once I got back to it. I had started this for Mania, and I had just done a little bit of the bird. So last night, I mean, I finished it up completely last night. Very fun stitch to do, so thank you again, Teresa, for that nice design. Okay, I did have a new start on Christmas, and that was a Season's Greeting from Teresa Cuget. Sorry, Teresa. I bought this kit from Country Sampler in Spring Green. And my tiny little start is this. And this is stitched on 32 count summer khaki using the call for threads. So I almost have the frame done, and at some point I will get back to that, but I'm not sure when. Maybe if we get another snow day, that's what I'll work on. My New Year new start this year is one that my stitching godmother let me borrow the charts. You know who you are. And it is the mystery bonus charts out of Loose Feathers Patterns, Blessings and Kind Wishes, Beyond My Heart, Keepsake Box and Pin Keep, and Two Hearts. So inside each one of these charts, there's a bonus pattern, and the bonus pattern looks like this when complete. And this is my tiny little start on New Year's Day. I am stitching this 2/2 on what fabric that I had? Oh, on 32 count Irish cream. Stitching 2/2 is not my favorite, but I really liked the look of this with the 2/2. So again, I will get back to that one of these days, not sure when. Okay, I've had a lot of new purchases since we last talked, but I'm not going to go through each and every one of them. I will, however, show you this cute little thing. This is a series from Annie B's Folk Art, And when she showed it on her channel, I knew resisting was futile. I couldn't, because, let me take it out so it doesn't glare. It's adorable. It is absolutely adorable. It's going to be a series. It's called Country Christmas Ornament Club. And like I said, it's designed by Annie Bees. And it's exclusive through Crazy Annie's Stitchin'. So this is January's ornament. And I opted to get the kit that contained the fabric. And this is the color of the fabric. And the buttons. Because I already have all the floss that's called for. I have that in my collection. But these are the cute little buttons. They look like ornaments or snow globes. I can't tell which one, but they're cute. So these are small enough, I feel like I can keep up with those and not get overwhelmed, and I might possibly use some of these for the ornaments that I gift to my family each year. So that's my intention. Anyway, a couple of other purchases that I'd like to show you. I belong to the which one is it? One of the clubs from Spring Green, and this is the third one in a set of 4, and it is called Sunflower Farm by Fraktur Byrd. I haven't seen too many people show this on FlossTube. Maybe they have, and it's just not one that I have watched yet, because I'm way behind in my FlossTube watching. Again, it's called Sunflower Farm, and it came with all the call for fibers and the fabric. Okay, had to stop because phone call came through from middle child and wanted to take that. So we were talking about the Sunflower Farm from Country Sampler, Spring Green, Wisconsin. The one prior to that, I'm not sure if I showed this before or not, but I also have not seen a lot of people show this on the videos, and it is by the Scarlet House, called American Farmhouse. I realize my lighting is kind of off today. Sorry about that. And again, it comes with the fabric and the floss. Another one that I'm looking forward to stitching, but who knows when. A couple more that I've purchased. I've really been on a Catholic Barrack and Carriage House Samplings kick lately. And look at the cute note. I purchased Good Intentions. French Samplers. The Crowned Heart. And once up on the housetop. And from Carriage House Samplings, a popular one, Reindeer Feed Sack. And I picked up the light khaki gingham from Jen at Jen's Stitching Niche. So those are all going into my stash. Maybe just a couple more I'll show you. From Kitten Stitcher, Raise the Roof Design, Christmas Land. I could not let this one slip by me. Love this. Maybe a new start next December, or this coming December. And then we all know and love the purple envelope from Jen. And this, I will just I mean, it's crazy. This is more than one order from her. I picked up some flosses, some fabrics, another Shakespeare's Peddler, a French Cathedral sampler. That picture, I feel, probably does not do that justice. And along with that were the Christmas ornaments. And again, I'm not sure that picture will do it any type of justice. Up close, you can see them, and they're just gorgeous. What else? I picked up some Brenda Gervais, Witch's Night Out, October 31st by the Primitive Needle, the Primitive Hair. And she sent some cute free designs, Raise the Roof, November and December. And Charmed Sampler, more fabric, another Have a Nice Day. So that was 3 different orders, and there's, I don't know, I've mixed everything together. The thing that I'm looking most forward to stitching at some point, and I've had my eye on this for a long time, every time I went to order it, it was out of stock, and it's called In All Things, Be Exceedingly Diligent. I don't know if you can, a beautiful sampler, and various other goodies. However, even with all those purchases, my plans for 2019 are to do some finishing of things I've already started. I'm probably not going to start anything new until Mania, at which time I have put together my Stacy Nash collection of charts. Oh. And I'm going to do a Stacy Nash Mania this year. I will decide which ones I want to start this year as we progress through the year to May, and show those all in a video closer to that time. In the meantime, I am going to participate in Farm Girl started Stitch 9 challenge, and I'm going to participate in that. I'm still trying to sort out which 9 I want to do. I'm going to work on those 9 in addition to all my other starts. One that I have decided to focus on a finish is And a Forest Grew by Rosewood Manor. I started this a couple of years ago and have completed it to this point, and I apologize for the wrinkles. I did not iron this one. This is, I'm hoping you can see this. So I am well over halfway completed. I know that I will be able to get this completed at some point in 2019, and my intention is every day or so to finish one element. Last night I stitched this little tree, so that's my intention anyway. Work on the 9 that I choose for the Stitch 9 challenge, and choose one other item to go along with that as a focus on a finished piece. And when that piece is finished, choose another focus on a finished piece, and just carry on that way. up to May, where I will do Stitch Mania. And then after May, go back to my focus on a finish piece each week or month, however it turns out until I get it finished. I do have one other thing that I almost forgot that I want to show you. And my son was over one night in early December. I was working on my journals and thread books, and he's like, let me see some of that stuff. And he just always amazes me with his talent. So we were talking, and he's like, well, let me make one. I want to make one for your birthday, for you. Well, he chose fabric to use on my journal cover. And this is my 2019 stitching journal. That's at the front and the back. My lighting is horrible today. And I went ahead and filled it up. You know, he started picking up pages, and I'm like, no, wait. I have a lot of pages that I've printed that maybe they didn't print correctly, or just something about them that I didn't like the way they printed. So I just went and got a stack of those and put them together, added some other things in. I like to embellish in my journals. Maybe I will add tags from floss that I've used, notes from places that I've ordered, any type of thing like that. I will just go ahead and stick them in. I made a little pocket on one of my pages, added some washi tape. There's all kinds of things you can do, but I thought it was incredibly sweet of him to put this together for me, and I will treasure it this year and enjoy filling it up. So thank you, Zechariah, for this lovely stitchy gift that you made for me. And believe me, I gave him a big hug when he finished it right there. So he knows how much I love it already. I think that's it, my friends. I'm trying to keep this rather short so it won't take so long to upload. I will hopefully be back once I decide on my final 9 for the challenge and show you what those are. And just keep stitching and creating and enjoying. And I hope that you all are having a wonderful new year with lots of stitching time. And I hope to see you back here soon. Until then, happy stitching.